Yo, football fam, ever imagine Sancho rocking a Juventus kit? Well, it might actually happen soon, and it's heating up for real, so stick around till the end, cause I'm breaking down everything going on behind this spicy transfer rumor that's shaking up Europe right now. First, let's remember who Jadon Sancho is, in case you've been living under a rock. Sancho is that English winger who was a dribbling machine at Borussia Dortmund, got bought by Manchester United to be a playmaker, but honestly didn't live up to the hype fully. Now, after seasons filled with drama, bench time, and a rocky relationship with his coach, Sancho is packing his bags, and his destination, Juventus, baby, who are pushing hard to get him for next season, and talks are getting serious. Sources say Juventus ramped up contacts with Sancho and United in the last few hours, trying to close this deal before other clubs jump in with aggressive offers and snatch him away. And did you know Sancho almost joined Chelsea before United, and he was linked with Napoli recently too, but the truth is Napoli were never actually in the race. Juventus is the only Serie A club really in the game. What's even more interesting is that this isn't just a simple transfer. Juventus and United are discussing a possible swap deal to make the deal easier financially for both sides. We don't know yet which Juve player could be included in the swap, but names like Chiesa and McKennie always float around in transfer rumors, so it wouldn't be a shock if one of them gets included to unlock the deal. Sancho, on his side, is totally down for this move to Turin. He knows he needs a fresh start to get his confidence back and fight for his England spot, and Juventus sees him as a key piece to boost their attack and hunt for trophies. But Juve knows they need to move fast. At least two other clubs are interested in Sancho, including a Saudi Pro League team that could roll up with oil money and snatch him away easily. Imagine Sancho getting tempted by Saudi millions while Juve tries to convince him with a shot at fighting for European titles and Champions League football. This off-pitch battle might be as thrilling as an actual derby. Juventus wants to wrap this up quickly to plan pre-season with Sancho included. They need that speed and width in the squad, and Sancho could be exactly that guy for them. But will United really let go of a player they spent so much on? They also need to sell to balance the books and clear space, so a swap could honestly be the best for both sides. This saga will have many twists in the coming days, so stay tuned here cause I'll update you with every new move on Sancho's future. Now, I want to know what you think. Will Sancho shine at Juventus, or should he just take the Saudi money and start a new life over there? Drop your thoughts below, I'll be replying to everyone. Alright fam, let's jump into the second transfer bomb. Check this out, Newcastle are pushing hard to snatch Anthony Elanga from Nottingham Forest, and things are heating up. The Magpies just launched a $55 million bid for Elanga, who's coming off an insane season with Forest. If you didn't follow, the 23-year-old Swede was on fire in 2024-25, dropping 6 goals and 12 assists in 43 games. It was Elanga's best season so far, helping Forest grab a Conference League spot. Yeah, Forest are heading to Europe for the first time in 30 years, and Elanga was a huge part of that. But here's the big question, will Elanga stay at Forest to play in the Conference League, or will he take the next step and join Newcastle, who really want him? Remember, Newcastle already made a $45 million bid earlier that Forest rejected immediately. Now they've bumped it up, but it's still under Forest's asking price. Forest, who signed him for just $15 million in 2023, don't want to let him go cheap and will only sell if the deal goes over $60 million overall. Still, they're open to accepting $55 million up front if the final package clears that mark. And don't forget, Manchester United, Elanga's old club, have a 20% sell-on clause, so Forest are trying to squeeze every pound out of this deal. To make it spicier, Aston Villa are now in the race for Elanga too. Villa will be playing in the Europa League, while Newcastle can offer Champions League football, which could be a big factor for Elanga's choice. Newcastle see Elanga as the perfect piece to add speed and depth to their attack. But if they lose him to Villa, it'll be another hit in the transfer window for them. If you forgot, Newcastle already missed out on Joao Pedro, who went to Chelsea, and now they look set to miss out on Brian Mbeumo, who's leaning towards United. They also wanted Dean Huyson, who killed it at Bournemouth last season, but the defender chose to join Real Madrid in a $50 million deal, and if that's not enough, there's the Anthony Gordon saga, with Liverpool eyeing a $100 million swoop that could leave Newcastle without their star man this summer. That's why landing Elanga has become a top priority for Newcastle, who need that youthful speed in their attack with the Champions League around the corner. Now the question is, will Elanga pick Champions League football with Newcastle, Europa League with Villa, or stay with Forest for their Conference League journey? I want to know what you think. Should Elanga stay at Forest, move to Newcastle, or join Villa? Drop your thoughts below and let's chat about it. And to wrap up today's transfer roundup, let's talk about Chelsea and Borussia Dortmund, who just confirmed another hot market move. Jamie Gittens is on his way to Chelsea, but the way it was announced had everyone scratching their heads. Borussia Dortmund said they've agreed in principle with Chelsea, but at the same time said the deal isn't actually done yet, just on the verge of happening. Like, what? Announcing but not announcing? Yeah, the agreement is there, but they're still ironing out contract details, and while it's probably just a formality, there's no pen on paper yet. And even Enzo Maresca, Chelsea's coach, looked lost when asked about it during his press conference in Philly. He was like, "It's official already. I don't have any updates, to be honest. Probably something can happen, but I don't have more info," while laughing and saying he was on the flight rewatching Palmeiras. Total I don't know anything vibes from the Chelsea boss. But the truth is, the rumors were on point for a while. Chelsea and Dortmund agreed on a deal around 65 million, 56 million over the weekend. Fabrizio Romano even broke down the numbers, saying it's closer to 48.5 meter plus 3.5 meter add-ons, totaling 52 meter, around 60. In the end, it's all the same ballpark, showing Chelsea really want to invest big in Jamie Gittens, who's one of Dortmund's top young talents. There's no crazy rush to close the deal, since Gittens can't play for Chelsea in the Club World Cup, having already played for Dortmund this season. So Chelsea are locking in another young talent for the future, continuing their plan of building a young, strong, and competitive team for the next Premier League and Champions League campaigns. But here's the question. Chelsea have signed so many young players already. Will they actually manage to develop Gittens into another star, or will he get lost in the mix of endless new signings? What do you think about this move? Will Jamie Gittens shine at Chelsea, or would it be better for him to stay at Dortmund to get more minutes on the pitch? Drop your thoughts below. I'm replying to everyone. Alright guys, that's it for today here on Puro Fut. If you enjoyed it, drop a like to help us out, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next football updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.